Hello everyone. Hey War Kitchen. You okay? Hey Jolly. Hello everyone. I hope you can see this lovely yarn that has just been arrived. Hi, you alright? Hello. So what I thought I'd do today is obviously I just had a big box of yarn delivered. It's always exciting when I get deliveries. This is very pretty. This is actually a really special yarn. Basically every year this will probably go out of stock because it's made with, as you can see, two very rare breeds, the Bore and the Soy sheep. So once the blacker have run out, like they did a few months ago, that's it until the sheep have been clipped again. So the sheep have been clipped, obviously the yarn's been spun and it's now back in stock. So this is a lace weight yarn. Yeah, I would definitely say this is a Mahekal one, and oh, I think it's I can't remember the lady's name now, but there is somebody making it in this St Kilda. She bought it before we went out of stock, but yeah, it's a really nice. It's just got a lot of character. It's really quite soft, but it's just got something to it, and like I say, because it's made with two of the rare sheep breeds that I think they're on the at-risk list. They are pretty critical, and it's also got a bit of Shetland blended in there as well. So yeah, so this is back in stock today online. So I wanted just to show you this yarn. Has anybody got any questions about it or anything before I move on to the other two things? Like you can see, it's a two-ply yarn. It has got a little bit of, you can just see some of the finer, I'm not sure if you can see, some of the finer hairs. But I love it. It's only available in the natural shade, so obviously, you know, what you see is what you get. You get 380 metres on a 50-gram ball of yarn. And obviously, hand wash, obviously. But yeah, and it's worsted spun as well. So that's that. So also in the box, quite a lot of you will be familiar with this. Also in the box, I love this yarn. I really do. This is Blacker launched this a few months ago now. It's their Blacker Lyonesse range, and it's a wool. It's a 50% wool, and I think this particular one is Corridor, I think it is, and it's blended with 50% linen. Now I have never knitted with a yarn that contains linen before, so when my test skein arrived, I didn't know what to expect, but I just really love it. And I'm knitting my Scully in the rose quartz shade at the moment, and that's quite a pale pink, but as you can see, I think this is the lapis colourway, and I think this just looks like denim. You know, when you get that faded denim-y look, and you can just see, hopefully you can see anyway, just the subtle shades where the wool and the linen take the dye differently. And when I mean, I don't know, there's quite a few of us knitting our Scullies in this yarn in different shades, but it really is a truly lovely yarn to knit with, and also it blocks brilliantly as well. And I've not got my swatches. If you just bear with me 2 seconds, I have got some swatches. These are my swatches that I did. Oh, that looks weird. Honestly, it's not like colour in real life. Hi Dawn, you alright? I'm just talking about Lyonesse. So yeah, so this is this has just got such, and it's so soft. But it's soft with a little bit of it's not kind of you know, like something like a BFL is just really soft and very drapey. Well, this is soft, but it's just got a little bit of something to it. So this is obviously just a plain swatch that I did with it on my test yarn, and you can see, and these have been blocked, and the stitches are really nice and defined. And what the slight different colours do, you can just get little pops of the paler and the darker ones, which I think is really pretty. I think the slight differences in shades are slightly more pronounced in the darker colours, and also there's the natural one as well where you don't get these, you know, the variations. So then I did a bit of a, is it the right way around? Hang on. Yeah. Oh, we'll be friends there. So this is the lacy swatch that I did with the Lyonesse. And I think, like I say, obviously the Scully cardigan has got a little tiny bit of lacework. It's nothing major, but you can see it works brilliantly. So if you've got like a DK summer type top that's got a little bit of lacework along the, maybe along the sort of the chest area, then again it would work absolutely beautifully. And then finally, that was just a bit of a cable one. I was running a little bit short there of yarn. But you can see just all the stitches are really nice and defined. And I really can't wait to get my Scully finished, because I just know it's just going to be lovely, lovely, lovely knitted up. And like I say, it feels really smooth. Yeah, the cables are really, really sort of quite... I'm not going to tell. But they really do stand out. And the lovely Swatch. Sorry, I was just thinking, then I was like, oh, I can't guess what that one is. Is that some sort of technical term? I'm not sure. So there are my 3 swatches on the Lyonesse range. Like I said, that's all available on BritYarn's website. BritYarn? Who's BritYarn? I have no idea who BritYarn is. BritYarn's website, which is brityarn.co.uk. So that was Lyonesse. And then finally, we have got the Westcountry Tweed. Now I have to say, if I wasn't, I decided to knit my Scully in the Lyonesse pretty early on, to be fair, but then loads of people started buying this to knit their Scullies in, and I was like really torn, because I really wanted to swap, because there's some, if you're on the in the Vavry group and you're looking at them at the moment, there's some lovely ones that's being done in this Westcountry Tweed. So Westcountry Tweed is a DK yarn, as you can see. It's available in 4 different colourways. This is the grey, and all of the colourways have got little pops of colour in. So the grey one's kind of like a bit of a rainbow, I think. You can see sort of the reds, the yellows, the purples in there. And it's also available in a green, a blue and a purple as well. And again, I like this. It's yeah, I just think it's just really fun. Really, really, really fun. So that's that. So that is this is a cross knitting my Scully. Yeah, no stuff. What was your? Did you do a? Is yours in the rose quartz, Dawn, or was it in the ruby? I can't remember now. What? I know there's a few people knitting it in the pinky shades, and there's a few blues happening. Sure. Moonstone. Oh, that was the that's the natural one, I think, isn't it? Moonstone, off the top of my head. I can't remember. So many colourways to remember in here, it gets a bit confusing at times. But yeah, no, like I said, the Lyonesse is lovely, and I think the people who are using this to knit with at the moment, I've seen a stunning one actually in the grey. A lady's knitting it at the moment, and it really is. You can really see all the sort of the little pops of colour. Oh, cool, that's okay, Dawn, I thought it was. You can really see the pops of colour as it's knitting up. And this is an interesting blend. This is a Teeswater Cross sheep, and that fleece has been blended with a little bit of Black Welsh Mountain. And as you can see, it's called Westcountry Tweed, and that's because the sheep and obviously the processing of the yarn have all been done in the West Country. So it's this is probably the furthest journey it's made is actually getting to North Lincolnshire. So that's that one. So yeah, so I just thought I would just show you those 3. These arrived today. Expecting another delivery tomorrow of more patterns. We're getting some Tin Can Knits pattern books back in. I sold the last handmade in the UK a couple of days ago. So we're getting that back in, and we're getting their new book, Max and Bodie, I think it's called, which has got some children's patterns and some adult patterns in there as well. So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to show you what had been delivered. It wasn't a massive box today, luckily. Sometimes it's a bit of a fight getting the big boxes upstairs sometimes. But has anybody got any questions about any of these yarns or anything else? BritYarn Mush. You should see me in my Lush cardigan today. I was wearing my Owls jumper yesterday, but I decided to go for the Lush today. Any more for any more? Right, well, I love you and leave you all today, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope it's a bit drier where you are. It's not too bad today, to be fair. Here it's not raining, which is always a start when I suppose the kids are off school, and there's dogs to walk and everything. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch this again, it is on YouTube. And if you are watching it on YouTube, then obviously this is a Periscope video, which is why it's only available in portrait. It's cloudy. Yeah, it is a bit here. I can see a bit of blue sky because I'm right next door to my window in BritYarn. So there's a bit of blue sky, but it's not summer weather really. So don't forget, guys, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram and Ravelry. Obviously we've got our shop, www.brityarn.co.uk, and we'll be back soon to chat, I'm sure, guys. Have a fantastic day, you all. Take care. Bye.